We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Opening night here in this brand new season. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Ball one. His career numbers against Minaya. He's gone 2 for 6. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. Pulled toward right center field. Piscotty moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. At the plate, Malik Smith. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fouled off. 1-1 now to Encarnacion. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit softly down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again a 1-2. Popped him up. Hundley has a play. And that retires the side. Mariners are down in order. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Grossman aboard here at first with nobody out. Pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. A pause and the 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Back to him on the mound. There's one on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and that drills him on the mound as it veers off toward short. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Seager fields it cleanly to Gordon for one. Relay on to Healy for the double play, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to. Digging in now for the Mariners, Domingo Santana. First delivery to him on the way. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Profar fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. His career numbers against Minaya. He brings a scary .368 batting average. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty. One man out. And he takes a called strike one.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Hit on the ground is short. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. That's popped up. Olson in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They still trail 1-0. Digging in, Matt Chapman. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Giving chase is Haniger. Now this will rattle up against the wall. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
At the plate, Nick Hundley. In his career versus this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Into the box now, Chad Pinder. First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Nope.
And it's 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, Pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Next up for the A's, Robbie Grossman, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. In his career, Grossman is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
And we take a look at the line right here, and it's not pretty. He's given up 7 hits, and we're only in the second inning. So what if 3 things is going to happen? He's either going to buckle down and start hitting his spots, he's going to continue to get shelled, our game is going to last about 5 hours, or he's going to get the hook early and head for the showers.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Healy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Seager behind with an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Beckham, the former Baltimore Oriole, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Omar Narvaez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
On, he pops it up. And he's going to get to this thing on the run, and a fine play there will end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Here's Chris Davis now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Davis is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Davis playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
One gone for the A's here in the 3rd. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
That evens it up 1-1. The 1-1. Hard hit toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Matt Chapman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. And he is in there.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Standing in now, Nick Hundley. He swings and lines it to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run is in to score from 3rd.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, as he'll ground this one foul for the first strike. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's D. Gordon now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
0-1 the count. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
The throw into second, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. Into the box now, Malik Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Gordon leads off second with nobody out. Very high, 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Grossman is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Striding forward now is the DH, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Slider laid off for a ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Popped up. Simeon is calling for it. 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. No runs, just 1 hit. 2 errors on the Seattle line score so far. 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Still 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pinder has a play, and the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. They still find themselves down 6-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Ground ball right side. Gordon is up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in once again, Jurickson Profar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So 1 gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bullet back up the middle. Smith is there. 2 gone. Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Gordon is there, and the side is retired. So back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit high and deep to right center. Pinder is after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Into the box now, Ryan Healy, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Popped him up. Olsen has room in foul territory. 1 down. Ready now, Kyle Seager looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Lifted in the air to center field. Pinder is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Man at second here with 2 away. Up next, a former first-rounder, Tim Beckham. Well hit to right, but foul. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Therefore it is Profar, and Jurickson has it to retire the side. Mariners leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6th. So striding forward now, Matt Olson, regarding his previous meetings with Roenis Elias. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Line toward the gap in left center, and he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove.
You got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Striding in, Matt Chapman. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Settling in now, Nick Hundley. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
From the stretch. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. One run is scored. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, if you've got men in scoring position, this is the guy you want stepping up to the plate, Matty. 2 more ribbies there, bringing his total to 5 in this game.
Ready for another chance? Marcus Semien. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't.
Scooped up. Oh, hold on. What a stop. On to first to complete the double play.
Just like they drew it up. A great dive and stop to get the double play started, and then a perfect flip from his belly. Add this one to the highlight reel.
Here's Robbie Grossman. And he puts it on the ground to second. Gordon is there. On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. Oakland is on top in this one, 9-0. Next for Seattle, Omar Narvaez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Narvaez can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. The 1-1. Line down the left field line. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball. Lifted into center field. Pinder moves over. 1 out. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup. Digging in, D. Gordon. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Left side, but well foul. The 1-2. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, Gordon on his way to second now. Digging hard. He's headed for third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
And not in time as the run scores. Next will be the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Strike taken up in the zone. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pinder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Two gone now in the Mariners' 6th, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pinder on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Digging in the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Now to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball one. High and deep to straightaway right. Henniger racing back at the track. And this one will bounce into the wall. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he showed great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
Into the box, Chris Davis. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Olson. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, Hero. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. And he's got one grateful pitcher after this one. A beautiful sliding catch for the 3rd out. On to the back third tonight. Now at the plate, Mitch Henniger. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Stepping in, Ryan Healy. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their...
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out. Striding in once again, Kyle Seager. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Grounded back up the middle. Simeon's there. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail big. It's 9-1. Sam Tuivalala comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And this is taken in for out number 1. Now batting, Chad Pinder. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third. Rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
In now, Robbie Grossman. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay on to Healy for the double play, and that retires the side. The A's strand 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. So striding in, Tim Beckham. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
On its way is pitch number 75. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
A ball and a strike now. One and 2, the count to the Mariners shortstop. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Now in the box, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Oh, no, he misplays it, and it drops. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So it's a lone runner all the way over at third after the error. And that'll bring in the second baseman, D. Gordon. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Joaquin Soria is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Just missing here, 2-0. Popped up. And that's in there, base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Oh, he couldn't make the play. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Edwin Encarnacion now. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the out.
In to score, the runner from third. Striding forward now, the Mariners' cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 3 errors in the inning, and a runner left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the A's 9 and the Mariners 3. Striding in for Oakland, Jurickson Profar. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. A 1 pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Slapped hard the opposite way. Henniger is there, 2 down. Into the box, Matt Olson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Late that time for a strike.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. have another 0-2 count. Really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Digging in now, Mitch Haniger. Lifetime numbers against Soria. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Pinder. 1 out. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one. Kept the hitters off balance and was a lot of fun to watch.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Piscotty is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Mariners are down to their final out now. And into bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seager. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Chopper foul. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Again, he sends it out of play. Last chance for the Mariners. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Athletics get the win despite 3 errors.